Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Out here enjoying the bike today. Just sitting back reflecting on 9/11. Some of you guys may know I'm a firefighter here in Washington, D.C. And, just sitting back thinking to the day. I was actually at work that day and actually went over to the Pentagon. And, it was just was a horrific, just horrifying experience. It's one I'll never forget. It's hard. Words can't explain, what I experienced. But, I just want to, remember those who perished on 9/11. All of the firemen in New York City, public safety workers in New York City, all of the people that perished in the Twin Towers, also the people that perished, Pentagon and the Pennsylvania, who I guess took over the airplane and prevented it from, coming and doing more damage. I just can't believe how long it's been, but like I say, that's one of the probably one of the most memorable things in my career. I've been a firefighter for 28 years, and like I say, I've seen a multitude of different things, but I will say this by far is one of the most memorable experiences that I have experienced as a fireman. I just still pray for the families. I understand all of the, it's been years since the event. I just pray for the families. I know this is a tough time for them during this time of the year. It's just a pretty saddening situation. Also, a lot of firemen passed after the 9/11 event from different health problems. They were, especially in New York City, them guys were there. Our motto is we're not going to leave one brother behind. And, guys from all over the country came to assist them. But there's been so many cases of documented cancers and documented health issues, breathing in all the toxins, all of the asbestos and, things that were on the World Trade Center site. So, I pray for those guys too. I don't think it's been publicized as much as it should have been, but it's just, it's just heart-wrenching to see, that so many people have perished after 9/11, just going to do their job. So I say to guys, hey, rest in peace. I'm praying for your families. I know it's been people, a lot of times when the longer from the event, it seems like the more amnesia or the, more people, just forget about the sacrifices that, were made that day. So I just wanted to, just ride the day, just, reflect on that day, just sit back and just think about how blessed, how fortunate we are, how fortunate I am, that I didn't perish during my response. So, I don't take it for granted. I understand, we have a, we risked a lot to save a lot, so, I understand every guy who put on this uniform and any public safety worker who, don a uniform, there's a chance that you could lose your life. And, I think every time we go to work or assume the position of a police, fireman, EMT, we always first to put ourselves in harm's danger. in harm's way. But also, I believe, being a firefighter is a calling. It takes, a certain type of individual to be able to, face danger and be able to react. It's no different than our military. Those guys are trained to put themselves in danger and to risk their lives. So anyone that's serving their country, or even as a police, fireman, there's a certain type of individual. There's a lot of risks, and also our families. They take a lot of the brunt of what we do as well. A lot of them, when they hear any fireman or any police officer, public safety, military guy, it hits them to their heart. They're always wondering, hey, is my loved one coming back through that door? Is this the last time I'm going, kiss my husband, my wife, so I don't take none of that stuff for granted. I'm always prayed up. I'm just thanking God for giving me, the strength, wisdom, just to, be able to do what I do, And I just thank God for the angels that are, always watching over me. There's so many things could go wrong, but, with good preparation, good studying, knowing your craft, knowing how to read signs in the fire, all of that stuff makes a difference on, how, you respond and, making right decisions. Sometimes there are times that we have to pretty much let everything go because, the situation is far beyond saving anybody. It's more of a recovery. So I just thank God for, I love what I do. I've been doing it since I was 18 years old. Came right out of high school and joined the fire department. So, this is definitely a calling for me. Like I say, I love what I do. I love the total experience of being a firefighter. It has its good times and it has its bad times. We're away from our family for extended periods of time. I know here in DC, we work 1 day on and 3 days off. So that gives me pretty decent time to make up for those 2 days a week, that I'm away, doing, protecting the citizens. So, just really want to, just always remember those guys who gave their life for this country, doing one of the most, terrible days in the country, where the country was attacked. And hey, like I say, my heart still mourns for those guys. I know the guys I work with are like family, and we might not agree all the time, but one thing we do have in common, we have a love for each other. We have a love for the profession we do. We all understand the risk that's involved, but we still get up every day and get on that fire truck and go out and do what we're trained to do. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. YouTube, just a little ride out here, enjoying myself. A couple of little back roads here in Maryland. This is actually some pretty decent roads back here. So I usually creep off and a little hidden gem here in Maryland. Some really nice roads. So I'm just out enjoying myself today. Like I say, just more just reflecting today. Just really understanding how blessed, I am and thankful, and just thankful that God just continue to cover me and watch over me. So That's pretty much YouTube. I just wanted to remember those guys and people that perished on 9/11. You know, you're never forgotten. You know, you're always gonna hold a special part in all of our hearts as Americans. You know, so just rest in peace. All right, YouTube. I will talk to you guys later. Signing off, Farm West.